Hello?
Добрый день.
What?
Hello?
Who is this?
You know who this is.
Is this Yaroslav?
Yes, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, thank you.
Hey, you should come to Russia. We'll make great adventure.
Okay.
Okay, see you soon. Nice.
Insert the metal end into the book.
I made it. I'm officially in Russia. After 48 hours of travel, I am here. I am in St. Petersburg. I have no idea what to expect. This is day one in Russia. Let's go explore. Made it. If only getting here was as easy as one phone call. Truth is, this is a project we've been working on for over 2 years. When I first received the message from Yaroslav back in 2017, inviting me on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure across Russia, I never believed it would actually happen. And yet, after countless email chains, visa logistics, and travel mishaps, here I am. Nervous, excited, tired, and hungry. So before we do anything, I drop my luggage off at the hostel, and Yaro takes me to a little Soviet-inspired cafe for a crash course on Russian breakfast.
Little child, and it came your babushka, your grandmother. Usually she cook that dish for you, and you are a little child, and you feel your babushka's warmth.
What's the name of this?
Zapiekanka.
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 Alright, we'll do one of the zapiekankas. Alright, I'm gonna try each one of these. First, let's start out with this cheese. Ooh, this is hard, almost like a dough.
Do you like it?
Yeah, almost like a cross between a dough and a sugar cookie. Very sweet dough. A good crunch and a little bit of cheese on the inside. Wow, that's delicious. All right, next up, a cheese kind of cake with condensed milk on top. Whoa. That is also very good. Not too sweet. It's almost like if you're from the States, you know, toaster strudels. And the icing that you used to put on the top of the toaster strudels, that's like the condensed milk on top. And the inside is this hard packed, but light at the same time, just almost like cake. Now, this is what Grandma used to make, right?
Right.
And what's on top here?
That's milky cream.
Let's try it. Oh, wow. The milky cream is so light, it's almost like whipped cream.
Yeah.
Whipped cream on top. And again, very similar to the cheesecake there, this condensed, hard packed, very firm cake, but also very moist. That is delicious. This might be my favorite. And then,
What about compote?
you finish off your breakfast with compote. Is it just breakfast or every meal?
Every meal you can finish with compote.
Really? Ooh, that's interesting. Is this the apple one, or is this?
That one is made from grapes.
This is grapes, like a grape drink. Not real juicy, but very watery. It's a good start. Good start to Russia.
Cheers.
Have a nice breakfast.
What do I say? Na zdrowie?
No, I think you can say have a nice meal.
Okay.
Приятного аппетита.
Well, I'm gonna have to work on that one.
Приятного аппетита.
Приятного аппетита. Good morning. I'm recharged, ready to go. I changed my clothes, changed my underwear. We're in downtown St. Petersburg right now and with the full crew. This is Yaro. He is the man behind all of the plans from Svoya Tropa. This is Mike.
Hello.
From Fearless and Far.
Nice to meet you.
This is Ruben from Ruben y El Mundo. And this is our fearless guide here for this morning.
Nice to meet you.
So this is the crew. We got 25 days. This is the start of it here in St. Petersburg. This is the official beginning of the Trans-Sib Challenge. We're gonna cross across the entire country. We have no idea what to expect, except this guy, he knows everything.
Got all the surprises.
I know a few ideas.
That's it, here we go. St. Petersburg is the second largest city in Russia behind Moscow and is considered the cultural capital of the country. So our first order of business as a team is to get a view of this sprawling cityscape from above.
Rooftop exploration begins now. Cruising up to the top.
Where am I going?
Top, the first roof here in St. Petersburg, overlooking 360-degree views of the city. This is awesome.
From the rooftops, we head back down to ground level and make our way through the streets with another local guide named Victor.
Friendship, respect are not so connected people.
Now we are in the most expensive train station in all of Russia, right here in St. Petersburg. It is so historical. It's got details all over the place. It's a beautiful building.
Originally, it was a one-story wooden building erected in 1837 for the first Russian railway under Nicholas I, and it's been remodeled and renovated many times since. For a much different historical attraction, we visit the home of one of Russia's most notorious characters, Rasputin. To be completely honest, I never fully understood Rasputin's role until I watched The Last Tsars on Netflix. He was a mystic and self-proclaimed holy man who gained considerable influence in late Imperial Russia by befriending the family of Tsar Nicholas II, the last Russian monarch. My first reaction is, this seems like a pretty modest home for such a figure. Regardless, we hear stories of his exploits over tea with the caretaker and then press on. We change gears again to get a broader perspective on our impending adventure.
Have you guys ever thought to yourself, man, I wish there was a place where I could see all of Russia under one nicely organized diagram to help me get an understanding of this country? Well, guess what? This is that place. This is the grand model of Russia, and it has every territory laid out, little examples of it. There's moving trains, there's people, there's buildings, there's factories. This is just a childhood dream. And there's also a lot of monitoring going on. Look at this. Everything being watched. Very interesting. It's the biggest model anything I've ever seen. All right, let's get out of here.
Back downtown, we enjoy golden hour along the canals and grab a quick dinner nearby.
Hi guys.
Roasted meat with veggies, buckwheat, and some Russian pancakes or blinis.
Oh, that's hot.
And just like that, we're calling it an early night on day one because tomorrow we're waking up way too early.
Good morning. It is early, just after 5 a.m. here on day 2. We even have some people still out and about. We're about to go kayaking this morning down the St. Petersburg canals. There's Mike, he's getting some stuff ready. Seems really focused.
What? What time is it? It's too early for this.
Look at the start. We're gonna go down the canals, have a little bit of a morning kayak here before the sun comes up. As the sun comes up,
Gareth has his morning voice.
this is my R&B voice.
I like it. It's getting me randy.
All right, let's do this kayaking, day 2. Strapped in. Got the audience here. Hey, everybody. All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm. And you?
Let's get them. You guys ready for some adventure?
Yes.
All right, let's hit the waterfalls. Yeah, I was gonna do all the work. I'm just here for the ride. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Saturday morning here on the canals. Out for a little stroll with the boys.
Built across the marshlands of the Neva River Delta, there are more than 342 bridges in the city limits of St. Petersburg. Peter the Great wanted to design the city as another Amsterdam or Venice, and if you wake up early enough, you can have the labyrinth of canals virtually all to yourself.
All right, and after our kayak, we got some treats here. What's the name of this, Jarl?
Kurnik.
Kurnik. We got some kurnik here, which is chicken and mushrooms. This little regular dough. Smells like onions. Oh, wow.
That's a traditional dish for a wedding party.
Oh, wedding party. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Back on dry land, it's time to traverse the city as tourists. First, down to one of the deepest subway systems in the world. It's built this way because of all the water running under the city, and also as a bunker for any future wars.
It's a new day now. Don't refuse it. Get used to it. I'm through with the old ways now. I'm through with it. So get used to it, honey.
All right, next up on our hit list as we explore the city is the Peter and Paul Fortress right downtown. It is a beautiful campus, a sprawling fortress. There's a beautiful cathedral right behind me that's making all that noise. Cobblestone streets, a ton of different people. Let's keep moving.
There's a change happening. Now it begins. There's a change happening. In this storm way around it.
That was really, what was I
It's
thinking?
no longer near. It's already here. Slowly surrounded. There's no need to fear. It's already here, honey.
All right, now we are over at the main square here in St. Petersburg as the sun starts to set behind me. Got the Winter Palace right there, monument here, got some live music going on in front of me. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in St. Petersburg. This is where we end up spending our last few hours in St. Petersburg, watching the sunset and enjoying some live music. Truth is, after our first 2 full-on days in Russia, we actually passed out right here on the ground until it was time to go catch the train. It was a perfect start to the trip. All right, we have made it to the train station here in St. Petersburg. This is where it all begins for us. The Trans-Siberian Challenge begins tonight on an overnight from St. Petersburg over to Moscow. This place is alive. Saturday night here in St. Petersburg. It is a beautiful, beautiful night. That's our train.
Lots of Chinese tourists who travel with us.
Chinese tourists?
Yes, they like the train and I like it too.
Excuse us? Excuse us?
Just show your passports
Okay.
and board then.
Good, thank you. All right, made it on. Going upstairs. We're in room 98. Oh boy, let's get this up the street. Oh God. Oh, here we go. This is the spot. 97, 98.
And we can put it here.
So it's gonna be a little bit tight tonight. I'm so sorry about my feet already.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all the 4 fearless warriors here in one cozy
Normally
little
they make
spot.
one more place here.
In the middle?
Yes, here upstairs. But it is a 2-level train, so there are not so much place.
It's not gonna fit.
Oh, this is great. We got. You ever heard the term 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag? ¿Qué te parece?
All right,
Me encanta mi apartamento. So Jarab, this is 3rd class.
Second.
Okay.
There's one more class below this, yeah? What happens in 3rd class?
It is open space. So there are no that wall.
Oh.
So all are sharing the space together.
You have
We
your own
will
space.
see.
You don't have to fight for a space.
No,
You have your own seat.
Hey, how's it going?
Give us a tour.
We have towels.
Okay.
They are not so big, but only for your face.
Uh-huh.
We have pillows.
Okay.
Of course, we had bed linen. Also, we have what is it?
Don't open-
Slippers.
don't open
Slippers.
this.
Toothbrush.
Nice.
Some kind of shoe spoon. How it is called in English?
Yeah,
Oh,
shoehorn.
Shoehorn.
Wet napkin.
It's not a condom.
It's not a condom.
Someone just came around with snacks. They look like Pop-Tarts. Oh,
Yes.
First meters of Trans-Siberian.
Heard the door closed.
oh, there we go.
Oh, we're moving.
Yes, we are already
Yes.
moving.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We're gonna get hunkered down here in our spacious cabin. The 4 of us are really gonna get to know each other at this first leg of the trip. St. Petersburg to Moscow. It was a great start to the trip in St. Petersburg. It's a beautiful city, and now it officially begins. We're on the road, or on the tracks, I should say, and I'm gonna call it a night from here. Hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. See you next time. Coming up next on this series, we explore Moscow, get blessed by a bishop, drink a little too much at lunch, scuba dive in a freezing lake, go camping with some off-road pros in Siberia, spend the night at a farm near the Mongolian border, get treated to a traditional Russian banya, and show you what it's really like traveling across Russia by train in 2nd and 3rd class. All that and much more on the way, so be sure to stay tuned every Friday for a new episode.